Hi there, thanks for watching. It's Q&A with Krista, and I'm so glad to have you. I'm actually on my balcony right outside my bedroom. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. So you might hear some noise in the background. That is boats that are going by. So the first question we have is from Andrew Dotson. He says, why did you choose real estate? Well, actually, Andrew, this is a funny story. I used to be a teacher, I taught third grade for 6 years, and one day, one of my students' moms, who I'd become really close to, came walking into my classroom. She had like all these checks on her, and she said, Krista, I'm selling so many houses, I don't even have time to actually even cash my checks. And at that time, I was thinking about kind of changing careers. And so I literally went and picked the phone up and I called Anthony School of Real Estate. And I signed up to actually take my real estate classes. But remember what happened to me was I had been married in the past and my husband at the time had an affair. And so I kind of got thrown into doing real estate full-time when I really was just going to do it leisurely because I wanted to stay home and take care of my two daughters. I thought it was a great career to have so I could still be home and raise my kids and be with them as they were growing up. But I got thrown into the wolves, thrown into the fire when my daughter ended up getting sick and my husband ended up leaving, and so I just did real estate full time and went in it like I was in it to win it. Sold 69 houses my very first year. So now you're probably saying, well, how did you sell 69 houses your very first year? And this is when you need to have a very, very clear vision and a direction of why it is what you're wanting, right? So for me, my main goal was to take care of my children, keep them safe, keep them secure, create a very stable home for them. So my vision and my why was that. And so that was why, looking back, I was able to sell 69 houses, was because I was sort of like in this desperation fear mode of making sure I kept my kids safe, kept them secure, kept them in that house so that they could actually still live there. So that was my why at the time. My why now is very, very different. My why now is because I love real estate and I love helping and coaching people, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. Let's look at the next question. The next question is from Serena Mirez. It says, how do we drive more value for our service? Well, first of all, unfortunately, real estate agents and lenders, mortgage professionals, we're not exactly that highly respected. Even though we have the same due diligence as does a doctor or attorney, we've lost a lot of respect from our community. Because of the crash in 2008, many people actually blame real estate agents and lenders, so they don't trust us as much. So the way that you drive more value for our service is by making sure that you're letting people know everything that it is that you're doing. And by not just doing what everyone else does, right? In your area, if people are using black and white flyers, you should be using 4-page colored brochures. If people are not using video for their home tours, you should absolutely be using video for your home tours and be using drone photography. You don't tell the value that you're doing, you show it, right? You want your community to really see that what you're doing is different, that you're standing out, that you're using 21st century digital marketing strategies, that you're doing things differently than everyone else. That's how you show your value. And you don't tell it, you show it, right? And once they start seeing all the things that you're doing, really quickly, they're going to be able to see how valuable you are. I don't know if I've told you the story or not yet, but I remember one time I lost a listing. It was probably around 7 or 8 years ago. And I called and said, well, why didn't you pick me? It was about 5 years ago. And they said, Krista, we didn't pick you because you're the foreclosure queen. And at the time I was only selling foreclosures and short sales because the market was all short sales and foreclosures. But as it started to shift, I was known as the foreclosure queen. So what I did was I made that commitment to myself right at that time that I was going to sell every single property like it was $1 million property. I did everything like above board, mass digital marketing strategies. I used videos. I did Facebook campaign, target market ads. I created landing pages. I did drone photography. I did everything digitally and massively exposed my houses online. 4-page color flyers. I mean, you name it, we did it. Staged the houses. I paid someone to come in and stage them and do semi-staging. I included that in my fee for free, the semi-staging. So, and that was simple. Go to Home Goods or go to Kohl's and pick up some tchotchkes and some knickknacks and some pictures. Pay a professional stager to go in and utilize that stuff to make the house just look better. That's adding more value. Spend a little bit more money to make a lot more money. So many agents are afraid of spending money that they don't really give the service that their clients deserve. And you're making a lot of money as a real estate agent. They deserve for you to put in the extra time and for you to go above and beyond in your services. That's how you drive more value for what you're doing. Let's look at the next question from Amy Cox. She says, what's the one thing you wish you could start over if you had to redo it when starting real estate? Okay, that's a great question. So I would use a customer relationship management, a CRM, right away. I know that everyone thinks like I do a great job, right? And I know my clients love me. And so I thought that everybody would remember me and they would know that, that they'd always come back to me no matter what. But here's the deal. How many times have you had somebody awesome that worked for you? Maybe there was a great plumber or a great AC person, or maybe, someone cleaned your windows really well. And then a couple years goes by and your AC runs out and you cannot remember who that person was, even though you love them. I was not doing a good enough job keeping in front of people, staying top of mind awareness. I did not have a CRM. I assumed that they would actually work with me. So after about 7 or 8 years of being in the business, I finally got a clue, and I used that from a different CRM software. Now I use RealVolve. I love RealVolve. I've got a ton of workflows in there and action plans so I can stay top of mind awareness with my clients. Also, when you utilize Facebook campaigns, you can actually take email addresses, you can upload them into Facebook so you can start targeting people more organically and stay top of mind awareness. And then I can start giving them information and content that's relevant to them via emails, newsletters, Facebook ads and campaigns, right, when you upload those into Facebook. So hands down, get a CRM right away. Even if you're not very busy, you don't have very many clients, you want to absolutely start using a CRM when you meet people, at the store, when you go to parties and you meet people. Anytime you have any clients or past clients or referrals, every single thing goes into that CRM, and that way you stay top of mind awareness. So I hope this information was helpful to you. I hope you liked the video. And as always, do me a huge favor. If you like this, comment, like, and subscribe for sure, and turn your post notifications on so you'll be notified when we have more content. And as always, everybody, make it a great home selling and buying day. When you do what you love, people love what you do. If you're a lender, a real estate agent, a professional, or a local professional of any type, these Q&A questions are absolutely going to help jumpstart your business and get you to the next level where you want to go. Hey there, I have a brand new podcast called Fired Up with Krista Mashore, where I bring my high energy right to your ears. This podcast is available on all your favorite podcast platforms. So do me a favor, go subscribe and leave a review. All this information is free, and I cannot wait to teach you everything I know. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.